So we are Eplectra, and we want to play music but protect time. Eplectra came to be because I played the ukulele, so we had an interest in that, and it was musical. The brief required us to use recycled materials, so we thought about incorporating conservation as well. The ukulele is originally from Hawaii, so we thought it would be quite a nice idea to add that in and protect that environment. So 50% of Eplectra's retail price will go to eco charities. Our original idea was a stand for the ukulele, but this ended up using too much material, and the market we were appealing to was quite small, because obviously more people play guitar than ukulele. So we changed our idea to plectrums, and they're simple and memorable, and they're suitable for guitars and ukuleles, so we have a slightly wider market. And the ones that we've come up with are really good for beginners.
These are basically two designs I came up with for the packaging of the plectrums. As you can see here, we have each individual slots. Although this is unique and it looks good, it will be quite complicated to make, and it would take quite a long time, which wouldn't be good for mass production. So I did slightly alter this design, which is here. You can see there's all three pillars there. They basically keep the plectrums in place and allow you to stack them easily, but same with this one, it'd take quite some time to make, and fitting the little pillars inside the box would be quite fiddly to do. In the end, we decided upon simple but effective design. This little box here, it's small enough to keep the plectrums in and doesn't take up much space.
Okay, so the costings that we came to. First we have the materials, and because we're using recycled materials, the cost of 20 pence is just for collecting the bottoms or getting everything together rather than buying all the materials. We worked out we could get 72 plectrums per sheet, and that ended up at under a penny per four, which is a good price. 1.2 pence for four and less than a penny each. And then the packaging was 25p per sheet. We worked out we could get 30 boxes per sheet, which was good because, as Dan said, this design that we came up with was small and simple, and we didn't need to use much material. So we came up with 2 pence per unit in total for all the materials. And then adding in energy and transport and labour, that was the price we looked at. And then, as we said, we're going to give half of the retail price to charity, so that's £1.50. So all that together, and a reasonable profit of over £1, and the retail price ends up at £3 per box of four.
Okay, for the making of career, we used recycled sheets made out of HDPE, which originally we did them too thick, and so it was tricky to be able to cut out of, and it was too big to be used as a plectrum. So we then cut down to 2.5 cups, which came out as 2 millimetres. So it was too thick, and then obviously we left it to cool to get the air bubbles out. On the laser cutter, we originally had the idea of the plectrums actually being the shape, so for these would be the shape of a dolphin, or we had stuff like turtles and flowers. But we've realised that those were too delicate and that when you played on them they'd snap. So we then used the idea of putting them inside the original shape of a normal plectrum. Instead, so it was easier and it was unique to anything else on the market. But originally they started melting in the laser cutter, so we had to change down to just one design of the dolphin, because that came out quite well. And then we used different sizes of dolphins to see which sizes would come out best. and there's 2 different sizes in the final product. Some are bigger than others, which kind of varies. We also then filed and sanded them down to give them a soft, smooth edge, and we wet dried and buffered them as well so that it was presentable.
The packaging, the main objective of the packaging was to keep it as basic as we could, to keep costs low and keep it as environmentally friendly as possible. This led to us making almost like a matchbox design. This houses the electrons. The simplicity of the packaging kept the cost low, with the laser cutter not having to cut much. It's environmentally friendly because it's all 100% recyclable, and this really fits the design brief with the environmentally friendly. Assembly, we first designed it on 2 design tools before cutting it out on the laser cutter. We used a different setting on the laser cutter to engrave into the folds to make them easier to fold apart, and we glued the tab together. And the vinyl is applied to the box when it is fully constructed to give an aesthetically pleasing finish. And this is our finished
product. Seeing as our eco product is mainly based around protecting the planet, we decided to implement an aspect of charity into it. We've been using recycled plastic as we want to make a difference to the world we live in, reducing waste and learning to recycle more. To take this further, we are donating 50% of the profit for each sale to charity. And the 2 chosen organisations are ORCA and WDCS, due to their known commitment to the welfare of dolphins. And because of our plectrums here, because of the dolphin shapes, we thought this would fit in with the shape of that animal. And to take this further, we thought we could cut out different animal shapes for different charities so that the customer could choose which one they want to support.
So we've got a little video.
Very good. Lovely presentation.
Hang on.
Fantastic. Just think about the actual product.
Yeah.
Have we finished?
This is the advert we came up with. The background is actually a piece of plastic that we used, and I took that into Photoshop and made it into the whole background. This is an original drawing that I did when we first had the Luke Pop, the stand idea, so we recycled that into this new brand as well. The idea behind the logo was to incorporate a leaf and a plectrum, so we've got both sides of the brand, the eco protection, and also the product, which is plectrum. So that's the logo, and then we've got some examples outside.
Now, just think about the actual product. What options did you look at? You've come out of the plectrum there. What options did you look at to start?
We originally started looking at an actual stand called the Eplectra, but we found we're using too much material. for the sheets. So we then looked, we wanted to stick with the aspect of something to aid the use of the ukulele or guitar in some way.
So have you got any trials of the original?
No, we weren't allowed to. We weren't allowed to get that far into it.
Where do you see it going in terms of what's next? You've got platforms. Where do you see your brand?
Well, as I think it was Dan said, we could do different shapes in the factories, meaning that consumers can choose which charity they actually want to support. Maybe incorporate cases as well for them to carry around.
On that, what about the packaging? Do you feel you could have developed the packaging better, or what other ideas do you think you could?
We did have more complicated ideas, but one thing we wanted to make sure was keeping the cost down of the manufacturer so that we could give the £1.50 to the charity.
Yeah.
We had to keep the cost down so that we still had a decent profit.
How do you make it more eye-catching now in terms of your packaging?
Used more contrasting, we usually use more contrasting colours, but we like the idea of blue because it's ocean, natural, and that's what we're trying to reflect.
And it makes me look like
Yeah. Who did the handwriting?
Mine.
It's good. I think that's everything in the presentation. Well done.